going on, guys? It's your boy XQ420 here, and in today's video, we're going to go look at Victoria's Secret and how they're switching things up, okay? They're switching things up. You know, years ago, they went with the LGBTQ plus side, plus models. They tried to diversify, okay? Diversity is a myth, all right? Diversity is a myth, all right? Diversity ends up shit canning your corporation, all right? If you're just worried solely about diversity as opposed to what actually sells products, as opposed to who the best people are for said jobs, okay? We all know that. But right here, Victoria's Secret ditches woke rebrand as sales continue to decline. Not been enough to carry the day, all right? So we're going to go through this right here. And we see old Victoria's Secret. Let's actually go and see some of their newest models that they were running with. Of course, it started in 2019. 2020 is the year of diversity. Okay, it's the year that really kick-started everything. All right. I mean, it's what was it? 2019 when they scrapped their annual runway show, and we all understand who they usually had up there as far as for the Victoria's Secret models. It was the skinny bitches. Okay, skinny bitches. All right, and so it made women aspire to look like them. It got the male gaze. Okay, it got the men to want to buy their women these scantily clad panties to put on, even though they made it quite didn't look like the model. You could always have that fantasy, all right? Now you could always have that. But with them switching it up with these other people, the plus size model. And look, I'm not hating on the plus size. There's some of them that actually are very cute. Okay, they are big though, but they're very cute. All right. I mean, big girls need loving too. But they even hired a transgender model. Who's this? Valentina Sampio. All right, so this is a dude. Let's see this dude. I don't even know who this is. Okay, here we go. Here we go right here. Valentina. And let's see. Okay, so oh damn, Sports Illustrated had this dude in there too. Bo, this is pretty close. This is I told you, boy. I told you, you got to be careful out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? You got to be real careful. This one looked like they may have had the dick cut off. Valentina had the dick cut off. You can tell a little bit of manly fit. There goes that apple right there. Just a touch of manly features. You can see it. A quick glimpse, though. What they call it? Not drunk. Beer goggles. That's it. Beer goggles. Beer goggles. But you could fuck up. All right. I'm just letting you know. You could mess up. Just a quick glimpse. Now this is a bad photo right here. That's a bad one right there. But this is the type of stuff they put in there and say, hey, let's put some dudes in panties. All right. And then let's see the plus size models. Plus size models. Let's see plus size models for Victoria's Secret. Hey, at least they women. You know what I'm saying? The plus size model. At least they were women. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so then we're going with this. All right. Is this supposed to be plus? Okay, I guess the middle one's plus size. The middle one was plus size, which ain't terrible, but I mean, folks are kind of going for that. That's the way it usually was. All right. That was the market. That was the usual market. Okay, that was the usual market right there. But then you see, what's this? Ashley Graham. I mean, Ashley Graham looked good. So some of these can work out. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, to keep the male gaze, which, you know, men, like I said, men were buying these panties and stuff for their women, all right, and women going in there aspiring to quote unquote look like these women when they're purchasing. You might want to you might want to not go with diversity of the times just for diversity's sake, okay? Just for diversity's sake. Like I said, some of these women actually look good. And it's a plus size model. Look, man, look, we're gonna be honest. I mean, fellas in the street, we'd be pulling a whole lot worse than this, okay? I mean, we'd be pulling a whole lot worse than this, okay? So, I mean, I guess this ain't the worst stuff that you ever seen. It's not usually the quote-unquote thing that you would usually see up there on the runway. But it hasn't worked out for them, okay? So they're like, look, man, we need to go back, and they ditched their actual runway show because it was sexist and all this other stuff. I'm just like, man, the male gaze pays bills, okay? Male gaze pays bills. Oh, they also had Megan Rapinoe, okay? They also had Megan Rapinoe. Let's see her. Let's see on Megan Rapinoe. There we go, Victoria's Secret. Let's see what she got going on. Guys, now, I mean, she's a despicable human being, but I just need to know, okay? I mean, what do you think? I mean, smash or pass? Let your boy know. Is this, hey, women, does this make you want to go buy some panties? Victoria's Secret panties? Men, it's like, oh man, I need to go get my girl that, boy, so she can sport it around the crib. Is that what you think? Now, I mean, if you didn't know that Megan Rapinoe was a despicable person, I mean, what do you think? I mean, she out here. This is her sexy pose, okay? It's a sexy pose right here. I mean, what y'all think? I mean, is this hit it or quit it? Let your boy know. Oh man, I mean, she is, let's be honest. So I mean, but hey, you can have a female penis. Maybe you'll be able to get in on the game. All right, let me stop messing around. I keep messing around. Let me know in the comment section below. What do you think? Smash or pass on that? Megan Rapinoe. If you didn't know nothing about her, okay? If you ain't know anything about her, you ain't know she was a despicable human being who's full of shit. Maybe she grew her hair longer and, a lot of stuff has to change here, okay? A lot of stuff has to change here. But back to the whole thing. We're talking about Victoria's Secret, all right? Said Rapinoe infamously, good God, described Victoria's Secret's image as patriarchal and sexist. No, they're selling draws, man. They're selling draws and bras. Skimpy ones. I mean, patriarchal and sexist? I mean, which she claimed was marketed through a male lens and through what men desired. Of course! We all know that sex sells. Why you think you got all these women up there selling booty online? I mean, why you think all these women selling booty online? I mean, come on now. I threw the bell. Yeah. Hey, man, let's run these girls out here, bud. Men be looking at them. Oh, yeah, girl, let's take you to Victoria's Secret. They get them draws up over your cheeks. You know what I'm saying? And then they can have their fantasy at the house. Because the Victoria's Secret is all about that fantasy. That's what it's always been about, okay? You're usually not going to get the supermodels, the runway models, things of that nature. But you can have a piece of that at your house. That was the whole bravado, the whole draw to it, okay? That was their whole business model. The male gaze is part of the business model, all right? So they attempted to redefine sexy in the image of woke social justice may have earned favorable reviews from online critics, according to Business of Fashion, but it never translated into sales. Now, these sales, I mean, it ain't absolutely terrible. Well, I don't know. It did lose $1 billion. It said Victoria's Secret is on track to earn $6.2 billion in revenue this year, which is pretty good. That's a 5% decline from last year, which significantly trails the $7.5 billion the company made in 2020. All right. So they've been going down in revenue. All right, $1.3 billion. When you start losing that, even though they're making 6.2, I mean, these companies are huge, but they start losing $1.3 billion. Man, folk are looking around trying to figure out what's happening. You know what I'm saying? They trying to figure out what's happening. Especially with inflation, we losing money. Inflation out the wazoo, and we starting to take L's? Oh, hell no. I mean, folk are looking around, folk pointing fingers. It said, despite everyone's best endeavors, it's not been enough to carry the day. All right, that's Victoria's Secret CEO Martin Waters told investors at a meeting this month. Business of Fashion reported in a story declaring the progressive rebrand over. All right, so they're like, man, we need to go back to what we used to do. We need to go back to this runway stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let's get these skinny bitches. Barely any booty. Titties all pushed up. You know what I'm saying? Tits all pushed up. That's a bad photo for some reason. Let's see. Let's pull this up. Victoria's Secret runway models. Okay. Secret runway. There we go. Here we go. I said before, this is what you eat. This is your run-of-the-mill stuff right here, okay? What we got right here. Run-of-the-mill. They're probably about between $1.20 to $1.40. That's what they usually run at. That's what they usually run with. Here you go. Your snow angels, okay? It's 2013. There's just a certain image. And, and folks are like, well, maybe diversify it more. It's like, Bo, nobody give a damn about that shit. What they got to do with selling anything? This right here sold, okay? Let's stick with what sells. Playboy tried to do the same shit. Hey, they got dudes on the front cover. I'm like, man, Hugh Hefner over here rolling over in his grave. God, I did a video on that a few years back, man. They had a dude on the front cover. I'm like, I think they did that 2 or 3 times. That's why they went under. Now they've reopened. It's kind of like an OnlyFans site, and they hire models and stuff, so you can go subscribe to that. But they don't have the I don't know if they got the print copies anymore or not. I don't think they do. But when they started putting dudes on the front cover, I'm like, Bo, that is a flat out L. I mean, man. And that's what they were doing. I'm like, hey, Bo, I don't know if this is diversity folk looking, trans folk and all that stuff. But hey, this is for straight men, okay? What this is for. boy. So they're looking to go to their old traditions, all right? They said last month the Victoria's Secret fashion show returned with a format that business fashion described as somewhere in between the personification of male lust of the brand's alt-era heyday and the inclusive utopia promoted by many of its disruptors. Okay? All right, so it said the company is also featuring models like Hailey Bieber, Emily Ratajkowski, among other supermodels who have worked for the company in the past. Okay, who's Hailey Bieber? Is that Justin Bieber's wife? Is that who that is? I don't know. Did I copy that? Oh, here we go. Who's Hailey Bieber? Here we go, Victoria's Secret. Let's see what she got going on. She got anything going on? Is this her? I mean, it's running the mill. It's running the mill. I can see why they be showcasing this, though. I see why they be showcasing this. So they had some of the plus size one too. Like I said, some of the quote unquote plus size one. But hey, us men out here, we be doing way worse in these streets than what some of these women look like. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with you. But I don't think they got to be careful. Okay, they got to be careful. You can't be just like crazily obese. It'd be like, damn, cuz. I mean, you see, like this center chick right here. Like I pull this up, like this center chick. You be like. I mean, you be out here in these streets, you be like, yeah, I mean, all good. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to this, the advertising and all that, man, you got to stick with what works, okay? You got to stick with what works. And that chick down there, she wasn't bad at all. But, so yeah, they're going back. And Emily, I don't know why Emily's showing her butt cheek. She said that she had quit acting and all this stuff because they were objectifying her. Emily, put your booty cheeks up. I mean, put them cheeks up, girl. Damn. So, let it say right here, by tightly controlling his brand's image, updating its brick and mortar locations, offering new, active, and swimwear, Victoria's Secret hopes to push its annual revenue back above the $7 billion hump. So they're looking to get back to days of future past. Okay, days of future past. Oh boy. Oh, I see why. Because the one who was actually over the new movement they had going on, Amy Hawk, she gave it up. She was gonna get shit canned. They're like, girl, you told us this was gonna work out. Man, you told us by putting men in panties that we were gonna get more sales. I mean, it's like it seemed to be turning folks off. We're trying to figure out what the deal is. Amy's like, well, I mean, in theory, thought maybe I'll market to that. Man, they don't want your shit, okay? All you be doing, you just be turning folk off of your brand. That's all you be doing. It's like, hey, man, what's been working all these years? That's been working. Yeah, that's what we're going to stick with. Everybody got to, let's try something new and creative. Man, sometimes the status quo is just fine. So I'm going to know your thoughts on this in the comment section below, okay? I want to know your thoughts. Victoria's Secret trying to get back to its glory days, trying to get that revenue back up. And as I said, if you're losing revenue right now with the way inflation is, because I know their panties and stuff went up, and then you taking an L, but that's L on two ends. They're expecting their revenue to be up above, probably closer to 8 million. Not 8 million, 8 billion. That's what their revenue was probably should have been if they would have maintained their status quo. But hey, they're trying to get back to it. Sometimes it may be a little bit too late, but we'll see if they'll be able to recover. So I hope y'all did enjoy this video. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.